So thank you. Oh, he is. Awesome job. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Barb and Rec Board, for running the Halloween contest. All right, up next, we would normally have the mayor's report, but I got a phone call a couple hours ago. The mayor's under the weather, so he will not be here this evening. We will move on to council reports. We have a hot out this evening. So, Councilor Pinto also let me know, he is under the weather and will not be attending. He did not leave me his report. Do you have anything for you, Trish? No, but can you attach it?
Sure.
Ryan's Lynn Architect's report as part of the official minutes. Thank you very much. Another one down, Councilor Melissa Boyce. She is also under the weather. She did not leave a report for me either. Then we will go to the first non-sick Councilor. Parks and Properties, Trash and Recycling, Councilor Michael McGinn.
I'm going to be very brief. Just continue to let you know that we're collecting leaves, so just keep an eye out for when your area is going to be on the list. We're going to run that, we're like in the second week of December, right? Till the end of December, okay. So just, it's posted on the website as far as what areas are being collected at the time. And I looked on the action items tonight. We'll, I'm hoping that we get the votes for, for the ordinance for the trash proposal. And that's it.
Great, thank you very much, Councilor McGinley. Do we have any motion to accept? Councilor Collins, do we have a second? Second, Councilor Gear, comments or questions? Seeing none, all in favor? Aye. All right. Property. Up next, Community Affairs, Councilor Kim Collins.
Good evening, everybody. I too will be brief. Just want to keep everybody's eyes out on the streets next week. A lot of the kiddos have half days, so there'll be a little bit more foot traffic than we're used to at different times. But I have nothing really else to report there. The rec board, thank you for hosting that wonderful spooky contest, and I will invite rec board head Martha Timlin to give her balance of info.
Thank you. So the rec board met last week and we're currently working on the Santa Parade in Holiday Village. The event takes place on Small Business Saturday, which is November 29th. We coordinated with the Business Association to select the date for the event, and we're happy with the partnership that we're building there with the Business Association. The Holiday Village will take place in downtown Ridley Park from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. and the Santa Parade will kick off at 4 p.m. and come down. The plan now is to start at Ridley Middle School, Free Street to West Ridley, and then dropping Santa off at the clock. The parade will continue around East Sellers and that way. So we have the event posted on our Facebook page. We encourage everyone to follow the Recreation Board on Facebook, and you can find the link there. If you're interested in marching in the parade, we're welcoming anybody who wants to you have a group of dancers or something you want to march in the parade. We'd love to have you. So we hope everyone comes out and enjoys the festivities. We're working on our 2026 calendar of events, so we have lots of exciting things planned for next year. Thanks.
And library too. October was a good month for us at the library. So the Carnegie Foundation of New York has awarded the library $10,000 as part of the celebration of the 250th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence. These funds, which will be issued in January, will go towards library restoration and renovation efforts. We had our second annual Magic and Mayhem Halloween party for families last month. We had over 65 people in attendance. We had crafts, a magic show. We want to thank our volunteers and the Friends of the Ridley Park Library for making this event another success. We also had Ridley Park Reads in October. This was our biggest year ever. We had over 40 people in attendance. We want to really send a big thanks to Brick House Cafe for hosting us this year again, and the Friends of the Ridley Park Library for funding this event. We had our paranormal investigators come out in October, and we had, it was standing room only in there for that one. The library is haunted, just in case anybody was wondering.
How many ghosts?
At least 5. And then, so looking forward, we are hosting a special story time with Mrs. Claus on Saturday, December 13th at 3 p.m. in Borough Hall. It's going to have crafts, snacks, hot chocolate, and stories. We'll have a photo backdrop for families to take their holiday pictures. One of Mrs. Claus's elves will be passing out treats and flyers at the Recreation Board's Christmas parade. The library is accepting non-perishable food donations for the food pantry at the Ridley Park Methodist Church. We're going to be taking donations during normal business hours now for Christmas. We are in the process of developing a new adult book club, which will read and discuss a variety of genres, called Bookmarked at Rosemary. Once all the details are finalized, this group will meet at Rosemary on the second Monday of every month. It's going to be great food and discussions. Right now, it's looking like it's probably going to be January before that starts, just with the holidays coming up. Everything's really busy. And then statistics from October, our circulation numbers dropped by just a little bit, but it was 3% over last month. We saw a massive increase in our children and adult program attendance at 46 and 246% respectively. Library attendance was also up by 35% over last year.
Thank you. And I just want to note, as you can tell by how comprehensive our library support was, there are a ton of programs they worked hard to implement in the borough. And you look on the Instagram page or on their website every day, there's something for teens, toddlers, adults. So I encourage everybody to take a look at that because it's excellent programming. And I failed to mention that the Barnstone just wrapped their production of Ride the Cyclone, and their next production will be in February, Death by Chocolate. And that sort of concludes my report.
All right, thank you very much, Councilor Collins. Do you have a resolution to accept? Councilor McGinley, do we have a second? Councilor Gira, comments or questions? Seeing none, all in favor? Aye. All right, finance and personnel, I will also read. Finance report for October 2025. Beginning balance was $2,223,439.62. We have revenues of $236,006.77. Expenses of $837,415.35. Ending balance of $1,622,031.04. I believe that is it in terms of the finance personnel. So,
Motion to accept.
second, Councilor McGinley, comments or questions? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, community organizations, Councilor Vice President, Richard Gira.
Okay. Just like to echo the rec board with the business association and the partnership. I think that that's fantastic. It's worked really well, and looking forward to the Christmas village. It's gonna be really, really nice. Other than that, that's really all I have to report.
All right. Short and sweet.
Yep.
All right, make a motion to accept Councilor Gira's report. Councilor Collins, second. Councilor McGinley, comments, questions? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, public safety, Councilor Michelle Angeles Gillespie.
Alright, first we will have the police chief, report.
Good evening. Public safety report for the police department for the month of October. Calls of service, we had 326 calls last month, bringing us up to 3,033 for the year. Criminal arrests last month were 5, bringing us up to 41. We held 4 prisoners in the cells, bringing us up to 25. Citations issued, traffic citations 36 last month, bringing us up to 180. Non-traffic 10, bringing us up to 41. Parking citation 39, bringing us up to 534. So total citations issued was 59 for the month, 645 total. Traffic warnings, we issued 10, bringing us up to 103. Parking tickets 135, bringing us up to 1,3
37 minutes, staff hours of 24 hours, and 43 minutes with cumulative firefighters responding 68. As always, we're looking for new members, so if you're interested, stop on Firehouse 7 o'clock on Thursday. Pick up an application, I'd love to see you.
Thank you. Moving on, Board of Health will be meeting, I believe it's next Wednesday, or not next Wednesday, they skipped for the Thanksgiving holiday, it'll be December 3rd or 10th. I'm not sure which date that, I know it's one of those two. Emergency management did not meet, civil service did meet, last week. They did do a discussion regarding testing for the corporal positions, and they are inquiring what testing is available and what testing can be done as quickly as possible versus waiting until the new year. So we will be probably meeting again before the end of the year to revisit what was discussed as far as the testing and once we have all the information in their hands, and I think that is it.
All right, thank you very much. Do you agree with the motion to accept Councilor Leslie's report? Councilor Collins, do you have a second? Second, Councilor McGinty, comments or questions? Seeing none, all in favor? Aye. Ending the council's reports, we are moving on to the manager's report. Trish, would you like this?
Thank you, Mr. President. I reached out to PennDOT, to get the status on East Street Avenue. They were, happy to let me know that it's been delayed until April 26th. They had found unknown utility lines were discovered during construction. So hopefully, weather permitting, it'll be completed and open in April. More details I will share once they become available. I was also gonna mention about Santa Parade Village, but I think the rec board covered most of the information. On a happy note, one of our CPR class participants recently used her training to save a life. She stabilized a gentleman until EMS arrived. Powerful reminder of the value of free community CPR classes. Thank you for everyone who participates in these programs and helps keep our community safe. We still have 2 additional classes, one, I believe in December and one in January. The maximum they can hold is 20, so if you are interested, it is free, it is here in Borough Hall, please sign up. Also, I wanted to give a shout out to Officer Tom Byrne, who secured tasers for the police department and other essential equipment from various agencies. He was able to save the department $53,550. His efforts ensure our officers remain well equipped while maintaining mindful of budget resources. So thank you to Officer Byrne. Also, park recreations and open space survey. You'll see the flyers posted around in Borough Hall and all the other borough buildings. We're asking that you do take the quick survey. We're asking residents to let us know how you feel, about open space and more parks. All you need to do is simply scan the QR code or follow the link, and it'll take 3 minutes tops. So that's all I have.
All right. Thank you very much, Borough Manager. Up next, Solicitor General, anything for us, Steve?
Thank you, Mr. President. No report at this time.
Engineer, Mr. Cannon?
Thank you, Mr. President. First thing I do want to reiterate what the manager just said about the mini pros survey. The borough received a grant to hire a consultant to look at our parks to try to find what needs to be improved in our parks. There have been a steering committee was formed and we had a couple meetings, but one of the key elements of the study is that we get public input on what you think is good with the park, what you think is bad with the park, what you think needs to be improved with the parks. It's this real short survey. It's 3 to 5 minutes to fill it out. You can do it on your phone. As of today, 63 residents responded out of a lot of people. So we need to try to get that word out to get people to respond. It's really important as far as how the quality of the final report is going to be. Without public input, it's just the consultant's point of view. We need the point of view of the residents here. So it's really important to get that done. A couple construction projects that we have coming out to start. First one is the Rosemont Avenue Sanitary Sewer Phase 2. This is a community development block grant we received from the county. The contractor set to start that late November. This is on Rosemont Avenue between Hinkley and Chester Pike. And then as part of the bridge project, the borough had to relocate or replace the sanitary sewer in Sellers Avenue, right by the cleaners there. We have a pre-construction meeting for that on Friday, but it looks like they're fitting a window to do that early December, but we'll have more information once we know after our pre-construction meeting. And I think that's all I have.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Catania. All right, at this time, we will move to council business. As always, it is an opportunity for any member of council to discuss the business wherever they want. We'll start with Council Garcia.
Two things. Do we have an updated list of the vacancies on the committees currently? I know we had asked about it a couple months ago.
I actually think I got one from the borough manager a couple weeks ago, so yeah, I mean, I don't know the last time.
We actually just, put on the website, since we're between the vacancies there, so it should be on the website, the vacancies that we do have.
Okay.
But I will certainly send you an update, a full list.
Maybe we have the spreadsheet.
Yeah, well, I noticed there's discrepancies though, between the spreadsheet from last year and the spreadsheet that was created prior. The dates are wrong on some of them.
Do you know which ones the dates are wrong, meaning which
The
version of the spreadsheet?
CDCA appointment, the date was wrong. It should have been appointed this year, not last year.
Take a look.
Yeah, and, I think there was civil service may have, because it was in the email versus what was on the sheet, they were all here. And then, the survey that, for the parks, has that been posted on social media? Is it on our website?
I asked Danny after on this evening, so I just got it this afternoon, so I'll be all set.
It is on the rec board's Facebook page.
It's on the records Facebook page, but Borough hasn't shared it.
It's somehow
No, I shared it a while ago.
because my wife filled it out, was asking me questions, but I told her to contact Council Boyce. So it got out there.
No, it was up, I shared it on Facebook, but this is a new one that, I got a reminder, to make sure.
Okay,
Get more
because I
records.
haven't seen it anywhere, that's why I just making sure. And that's it.
All right. Thank you very much, Council Gibbon.
I just wanted to ask when that survey's due.
They never really said, they didn't give us a date, but.
There's no real deadline. The study's supposed to be done by the end of this year, so obviously you got a week or so
So sooner,
sooner
rather.
than.
Thank you.
Okay. And
Two things. The CPR class and that being effective is amazing. That's a free class that's ran by a nice lady from the community who does it for nothing. So that's amazing to know that somebody's life was saved, because of that. That's number one. And then the second thing is, if I have questions about the trash contract, then now.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so in the trash, and I don't know who I was directed to, but, does the trash contract that we're going into, does that have anything to affect our recycling grant that we get every year?
What do you mean by the recycling grant?
So like, we receive a recycling grant every year individually as a borough, that's some kind of reimbursement. In going with a different community, does that allow us to?
No, we're still gonna get, yeah, because when they drop off, that was one of the conversations that we had. We're not dropping it off under the township, we're still dropping it off under the park.
Under us, okay,
Cool.
thank you. For recycling, when they come into the town, are they doing it with one truck or two?
One truck.
One truck, okay.
Yep.
And they think that that's like efficient?
Yep.
Okay.
We're gonna dedicate a, borough truck.
Okay. And then, as far as dumpsters go, we have dumpsters at the highway garage, all the different.
So we are gonna have to get our own dumpsters for each location.
Okay.
Actually, I spoke to, Rick mentioned that they're gonna donate them to us, they also, we will have them.
Cool. Okay, that's all I have, thank you.
Great. Alright. With that, we will move to public comment. As always, opportunity for any resident of the borough to come up and address council. You have 5 minutes. Please come up and state your name.
Mike, can I give you something to look at?
been there for more than 18 years. I can't believe that is the case, but that's true. I'm here this evening to raise awareness about a continuing public safety concern on Russell Street, to outline the issues we as residents and more face daily, and to offer suggestions for how this matter might be resolved. I reported this issue previously, and I had documentation of an email correspondence with Chief Frazier dated November 7th of 2017, and this was in reference to an incident of a vehicle speeding down Russell toward Tome Street on a regular basis. He stated at that time, we were corresponding by email, so he said, I forwarded your concern about a potential one-way street to council, and in order to change it, it must be voted on and rewritten into ordinance. I will follow up on this issue, but I cannot say what the ordinance or the outcome would be, based on engineering of the street, et cetera. But with fresh eyes on this long-standing problem, I'm hopeful there may be movement toward addressing this situation. On October 27th, an incident occurred on Russell Street that was widely shared across several platforms. I'm not sure if you all saw. Okay, so the resident that was mentioned in the comments by the woman who was in the van, I was the resident. I was not blocked. My driveway was not blocked. However, I was alarmed because there was. I'm sorry about the 5 minutes. I apologize. The truck was running, over and over. And so I was inside and I was ready to leave for work, and so I went outside to see if I could rectify the situation, and I was not able to resolve it, and I had to get to work, so I left. So while it's not alarming, it's not surprising to those of us who live or work in the area, as the conditions that exist every day, every morning. There was an incident just this morning at the corner of Russell and Morton Avenues. The car was hit, and it was transporting a 6-year-old and a young girl to school, to St. James. This further validates the concerns on this block. There's a need for another stop sign at this corner as there's low visibility. I just happened to pass by that one and also got out and tried to help. Ongoing issues include Russell Street is too narrow to safely accommodate two-way traffic and parking on both sides. St. James Regional School serves families from at least 5 parishes, resulting in significant morning and afternoon car traffic. School buses from neighboring districts also transport children to St. James, adding to congestion. Staff members must park along neighboring streets because the school lot is used for drop-off and recess. Trash collection, as you had stated, occurs on Mondays and Thursdays, and recycling on Wednesdays, typically between 7:45 and 8 a.m., directly overlapping with peak drop-off times as well. Every morning, cars traveling from Morton Avenue toward Tome must make quick decisions about pulling over for oncoming traffic, creating frequent near misses and unsafe conditions. There's a neighbor here who lives very close to me, and I back out of my driveway every day for 18 years, and he's like, I can't even understand how you have not been hit in all of this time. Like, how is that possible? But I look and look and look and look, only here for like 5 minutes. So, suggested solutions. To alleviate these ongoing hazards, I strongly recommend that our block of Russell Street be designated as a one-way street. Traffic would flow from Tome, turning left onto Russell, and that's what you have in front of you. You can see where the one-way streets already are, and then our block and where it falls in this larger block. So they would turn left onto Russell, continuing down the block, and this would ultimately make the entire block one way, from Tome, and then left onto Russell, and then left onto Morton, and left onto East Rogers, and make a complete rectangle. Currently, cars park facing both directions toward Morton Avenue, both sides of the street, which further complicates visibility and navigation. I had written this before the car accident this morning. Establishing one-way traffic would immediately reduce conflict points and improve safety for residents, students, families, and staff. And we would also need a do not enter sign at Russell and Morton, like they do. Existing signage is already at Tome and East Rogers to clearly establish and reinforce the new traffic pattern. And I'm speaking on myself, on behalf of myself and my husband. Here we go. We're happy to help with any data that would be useful to alleviate this issue. We have cameras installed. We can, take down data. It would be difficult for us to. Thank you. difficult for, us to watch all of that because, sometimes he works from home, most of the time he's not working from home. I am a teacher at a local school, so I am not able to look at it with my eyes all the time, but I know what the drop-off time looks like and what pickup time looks like and what, CCD, et cetera, events, all of the projection that we have. So, I can give anybody my email address if you'd like to contact me that way. And I appreciate your time.
Thank you. Aaron, I'll speak to you.
Sure, great, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Good evening, Mike Gale, 51 Collier Circle. I wanted to bring up the ARPA fund and last December, December 17th last year, there was a motion approved to allocate ARPA funds for the Rosemont Avenue Bridge project in the amount of $218,731.09. I've since come to find out that the balance in the ARPA fund is only $60.55. And I'm not aware of any funds that have been expended for the Rosemont Avenue Bridge, so I'm wondering what happened
So,
to that.
as my engineer stated today, it's ongoing, so we move those funds with the intention of using that this year to pay for any expenses that are incurred for the borough for that project. So those funds had to be allocated for, in my understanding, moved out of the account
Okay.
by December 31st of last year.
Yeah, just for the pedestrian bridge, right, not for the sewer.
No, this is for the Rosemont Avenue Sewer Project.
I'm talking about this was for, this says the Rosemont Avenue Bridge project, which is the pedestrian bridge over the Amtrak.
Then that's a mistake, that was supposed to be for the sewer project.
Really? That was for the sewer project. Okay, it looks like the ARPA funds have been obligated and according to online portal on the US Treasury site, it says all the money has been spent for ARPA funds.
It's been moved out of the account, because you can't have it sitting in the account gaining interest, so that had to be allocated for by December 31st.
Okay, so that wasn't for that project. All right, thank you.
Yep.
Good evening. I'm Ryan Street. I just want to follow up on things. Give us an update on advanced ambulance service. A couple weeks ago, you said you were going to have a meeting that Friday, which was, the first week in November.
Correct. So the update would be that the group had met, so the group is the 5 municipalities. We all met via Zoom, and everybody discussed basically what we've gone over several times. That information is now with the solicitors for those 5 communities in a draft form. And what I'm looking to do is, as we said at the last meeting, we weren't sure if it was going to get here now or at the workshop. I'm shooting for the workshop to be able to provide all of council with the final draft so they can look at the agreement and, hopefully come to consensus and we can get this rock and roll.
Okay. Do you have any kind of date, for implementation of the service?
So you have 5 communities that are gonna try to do this all together. So we have to execute it between, with their meetings.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't have a specific date, but I can try to narrow it down as we get closer.
That's it.
Yep.
So there was some discussion about contacting the community foundation for, a major donation towards the vehicle and possibly the first year of operation.
Yeah.
Do you know if they've been contacted as of yet?
I don't think as of yet, but no money has actually been, spent on the project yet,
Mhm.
so that will be done.
Is anybody taking the responsibility of who's going to contact the foundation?
I would say that, that we would contact, that would be public safety and also the borough manager. So,
Okay.
together we'll make sure that it gets done.
Do you have an idea of when you're going to do that?
I would say sooner than later, but our focus has been with the agreement,
Mm-hmm.
to make sure that that's done. And the community foundation is a great, opportunity potentially, but we don't know that that's, whether it's gonna happen or not. So we will definitely reach out.
Well, we won't know until they're asked, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yep.
Regarding the trash removal and the ordinance is gonna be voted on, later in the meeting. Are there any changes to the proposal from what was discussed last month?
No, so this is just so we'll vote on the final proposal very likely at the last meeting of the year when we do the trash ordinance. This is just a publish. But there have not been any material changes. Pickup is going to maintain the same days, 2 days a week, 1 day for recycling.
And the cost that they had proposed originally, that stayed the same, so the savings
Yep.
is gonna stay the same?
Yep.
Okay, that's great. Mr. Collins, the budget for next year, you went over in some
Yep.
detail, last month. You had said that, there was gonna be a reduction in the expenses by $723,000. No, I don't know if you said that or Mr. Pinto said it, but
Someone said.
nonetheless. Now, trash removal is gonna save $300,000. So I'm wondering where the other $400,000 is gonna come from in savings.
I don't have the budget in front of me, but I can certainly provide it was up online, so I can certainly look at it and get back to you.
Okay. Any update on Taylor Hospital and the possibility, I hate to use that word prospect, the possibility of, the emergency ward reopening?
None yet. I know, I talked to the owners of the building this week, and they're still walking through major operators, our local hospital operators in southeastern Pennsylvania through the area. But as of yet, they have not signed a deal to bring an operator in.
Okay. And then last but not least, our favorite subject, 2024 borough audit.
Yes, 2024 borough audit. So the borough office staff is furiously working on that. Furiously working on that.
Make a note of that.
Yep. So they're,
Of course, no completion date in
no
sight.
completion date yet, no. They're working with the auditors.
Despite the furious endeavor.
Despite.
Okay.
Have a good evening. You too. Anyone else?
Amy Bannister, 323 Holland Street. I've just noticed a little bit of a delay in the posting of the minutes for the council meetings. I think it's about 3 months right now. Obviously, last month's is being approved tonight. So I was just wondering, will that catch up at some point?
So I think, where do we up to on?
I think it's June. I saw today.
Yeah, the minutes are out, they've been posted.
Okay. I just looked an hour ago and it was up until June.
I thought they were up.
Most of them are out. So the one, I think there was, I didn't have a digital copy at the
Okay.
time, so I had it, did scan it.
Good one.
Okay, thank you.
You got it. Anyone else? Going once, going twice. Sandy? Nothing?
No,
Okay.
just changing.
Alright, I saw you moving, I thought you were coming up. Alright, we will close, public comment at this time. Moving on to the action items.
Motion to approve November accounts payable in the amount of $377,929.61.
I'll be the maker of that motion, you get a second. Second is Councilor McKinney, comments or questions? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye. Motion to approve October 21st, 2025 council meeting minutes.
Maker of the motion for Councilor Collins, do we have a second? Second is Councilor McKinney, comments or questions? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye. Motion to authorize borough manager to advertise ordinance for trash pickup.
Councilor McKinney will be the maker of that motion, do we have a second? Second is Councilor Gear, comments or questions?
I have a couple different questions.
Sure.
One, how much is the first year going to cost us?
Don't know if I have that number in front of me from the county. $432,983.
And then what's the estimated tipping fees?
Tipping fees are associated with this contract, that's with the, actual cost of dropping off, so that's in the budget line.
Okay. And the truck that we're going to be having, I mean, are we paying for that? Or
No, that's part of the contract.
Part of-
So they are purchasing their own truck, and I believe Ridge Township has a backup truck that they're gonna use to start if a new truck is new.
Okay, and is that a full-size truck or
Yeah.
is it a?
Full-size truck.
Okay. And why wasn't the ordinance provided to all the council so that we could get it prior?
So
Until
I
just-
got it Monday afternoon, and sent it over to Trish Tuesday morning for her to print it out. So what is attached to that ordinance is the most recent draft of the contract, so what we're voting on tonight is to just publish an ordinance. The final agreement will be voted on very likely the last meeting.
Because I mean, I thought we were supposed to be just talking and discussing with them before an ordinance was going to be brought into the picture here.
No.
No, so it was, we weren't gonna look at any other options, we were just gonna go straight with this and not see if there was anything else
I
that.
believe that's how we discussed
Yeah.
it at that meeting, yeah.
So we don't know if we're definitely getting the best bargain.
Well,
We're just assuming that we are.
I'm making the assumption, yes, that when we put it out to bid 3 years ago, it was $279,000 more expensive, and the costs have gone up, and you're not gonna find an actual vendor to do that cheaper.
We've said that before, but we have actually, so. Times changed.
Times change, inflation.
Both ways.
Yeah, yeah.
Both ways,
Yeah,
so.
it sure does.
Yep.
So,
It's a
okay.
good contract for the borough, and I'm very confident that we're not gonna get better, so I'll take my chances here.
I'm just leery that we're not getting our best bang for our buck.
Well, I beg to differ immensely. Of course.
Whoa.
Sorry, kids.
All right, with that, we're gonna move on to vote. Making the motion, Councilor McGinley, I am second. All in favor?
Nay.
One nay. All right,
Motion to approve the hiring of 3 part-time police officers.
maker of the motion would be Councilor Alessia. Do we have a second? Second, Councilor McGinley. Any comments or questions? Seeing none, all in favor? All right, and then this time, right, swearing in, you have Judge Hopper here, thank you, Mayor.
the Borough of Ridley Park.
for the Borough of Ridley Park
With fidelity.
with fidelity.
Congratulations.
Lewis?
One hand, raise your hand. You ready? Make sure our mom's gonna take, well, then she can't hold it up. It's fine, it's fine. Whatever, I just wanna make sure everybody can see. All right. You repeat after me, okay?
I, Luis Castillo,
Stand by, my apologies.
do
Do solemnly swear
solemnly swear
that I will support, obey, and defend
that I will support, obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania,
the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania,
and that I will discharge the duties
and that I will discharge the duties
as a part-time police officer
as a part-time police officer
for the Borough of Ridley Park
for the Borough of Ridley Park
with fidelity.
with fidelity.
All right, Chief, I'll let you get photos after we do this real quick. Do I have a motion to adjourn? Second. All in favor? Aye. Have a good evening, ladies and gentlemen.